Hi everybody and welcome to the Overwatch Grand Finals Division 2. I am so excited to be here at a live LAN event. How about you, Siv?
It's been like best part of 2 years since I think that I've been to any event at all. Like I went to Eurogamer, did Insomnia, did Res, did Pocket Gamer. So this is the first event I've actually been to in so long, and I can't believe like how excited I am today. It's just crazy.
The atmosphere is actually buzzing here. Like there's so many people, of course, all social distancing, wearing the masks, of course, and everybody had to take their lateral flow test before they came, so it's all perfectly safe. But it's actually so exciting to be here. And I am so happy that we are here casting Overwatch today.
Yeah, same.
Exciting. Okay, so let's tell you a little bit about the two teams we have playing in Division 2 today. First team is, let's talk about Simmons Centurions first, yeah? So they obviously had a great round throughout the bracket stages. They went 3-0 in all their games and looking pretty strong to me. How about you? What do you think?
Yeah, we are reading off some notes because we like taking notes and making notes so that we can read off and give you some accurate data. Because I like a bit of data. In the clips that you saw Simplord, who's going to be Mordecai, who is hopefully playing today. At the moment, he's on the sub bench, so I don't know if you can see him. I can see the players. If he's going to put his hand up, maybe if he's playing, because he was absolutely popping off. Not to say that the rest of the team wasn't. He was doing absolutely fantastically. But overall, I think that what Simmons brought was something new and something different, and the matchup today, especially for Division 2, don't think that Division 2, just because it's Division 2, it's only Division 2, it's going to be a fantastic game.
Yeah, they've got SR as high as a lot of the Division 1 teams did, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it was something about they weren't like here for the preliminary stages, so they just got put in Division 2, but really, they are good enough. Don't let Division 2 fool you. Like I say, Simplord, aka Mordecai, absolutely mad player for some Centurions there. And who else did we have on that team who was really, really good? I'm just going to check my notes here. Sorry, guys.
Well,
yeah.
I'll do Castiel, and we're going to talk about the other team in a second. Fantastic diva play, really good use of Matrix, cutting out some of the incoming damage, but also getting some nice kills as well.
Absolutely. And of course, the Slarlet on the main tank as well. Absolutely crazy big slams. And I think he got voted MVP in the last game as well.
Yeah, alongside with Nini, who I believe is one of the supports, which is kind of a bit of a rarity. You know, I'm a support player. If you've watched any of the past streams, guys, I'm a bit of a support player. And it's rare that supports kind of get MVP because they don't get the kills.
They don't get recognised for the work they do. And, you know, as a support player myself, I know everyone's like, oh, great Shatter, great Diva Bomb, great Genji Blade. And I'm just sitting there like, who enabled that?
Exactly.
Come on.
who threw that great nade in?
Exactly.
Who kept that main tank alive?
Could you have done that without my healing? I don't think you can.
Okay, anyway, let's talk a little bit about AGSB then. So they're going to be the opponents for today. Their semi-final game against Ferrum was a little bit more even, I think, than than Simmons' game. It was quite close. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, all the games have been a bit crazy, but I tell you what, one thing about Division 2 I've noticed, every single game in the brackets was 3-0.
It was close, apart from this. Oh, in Division 2 it was,
yeah Division 2.
Was, sorry, yeah.
And that's the thing, it's like, you are just going from raid boss to raid boss every step you take. You're like, oh, I beat these guys 3-0. Then the next one comes along and beats you 3-0. And then the next guy comes along and beats you 3-0. And it's just now we've come to the point where we've got two teams who have beaten everybody 3-0.
Yeah. The semi-finals for both were quite close though. Like I said, the AGSB semi-finals against Ferrum was closer than the other semi-finals. Sad Life we've got on Diva, who's again is going to be fantastic. The Diva matchup is going to be one to definitely watch, but also Papa Binks as well on McCree.
Yes.
So I think you've got Castiel and Sad Life on the Divas. Who's going to be eating more damage? You've got Papa Binks and Mordecai, if he's playing, or the other DPS that we haven't really seen much of. They're going to be a big matchup. Lots of brawl, lots of aggression from both teams. It'll be interesting. Well, just see. It'll be interesting to watch a game. I'm hyped.
I am absolutely hyped. I remember Papa Binks. I think I gave him MVP last time.
Yeah.
Because he was just, like the contention, everything that came his way. He was just like, No, thank you. No, thank you. It's going to be so much fun to watch today. So, what sort of team compositions do you think we're going to see from Division 2 today?
I think the Division 1 game that's coming up, I think it's going to be quite different to the Division 2 of what we've got now. So they're kind of more of the Ryan and Diva in most cases. So I think we're going to be having lots of brawl. Kree was favoured by quite a bit by both the DPSs. We had a bit of Echo and a bit of Ash. So lots of hit scan, a little bit of projectile. We saw in some of the clips there you had the Farah as well. So I think it's going to be quite dynamic depending on the map. So yeah, that's what I think.
Of course, Overwatch League is back now and hero pools have been removed, so the teams might be getting a few good ideas from that. We're seeing a lot of the Ryan in sort of major competitive play now, so I do expect that's going to be a...
Ryan's come back.
Yeah, it's going to be like a very staple on both teams, unless they want to go for that sort of double bubble dive comp with the Winston and the Zarya bubbles, very, very fancy.
Yeah, I think the problem with the Zarya and the Winston now, it's still a great comp, especially if you're well practiced. But Zarya's had like a couple of recent nerfs, so it's only slightly with the ramp up of the damage. But the problem is when you've got Winston diving in, if you're running a mostly brawl or you've got Kree who's quite high damage and it's going to be picked quite a bit, even if you've got Echo and Ash, you've got Winston diving in, and even with a projected bubble, if he's jumping in with 5 or 6 players, it's still a 1v6, especially if he's jumping to a high ground. So it depends if they're going to run a full dive, if they're going to go brawl and brawl, if they're going to be mixing up a little bit. I would expect lots of Kree, lots of spam, but I'm really looking forward to the Ryan battles today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May the best Ryan win.
It's going to be nice.
It's going to be crazy. Of course, the support players are going to play a big part in this as well. It all depends. Like, are we going to see like a rush with the Lucio Moira? Moira's come back in a big way. She had a big sort of, what's the word? Moira got benched for a while. Yeah, that's the best way of putting it. Moira got benched, but definitely in like the professional play, Overwatch League, she's seen a lot of play now. I've seen her creeping in a lot more. So I think like the rush with Moira and Lucio is a good play, but it might bring the Baptiste, that immortality field, just too handy.
I think it's probably a given that Baptiste is going to get played. Like you said, the immortality field is fantastic, and the widescreen window that I like to call it.
Widescreen TV.
Yeah, widescreen TV. Sorry, is just too powerful because it's not necessarily that you're going to get kills from it, but it means you can have more healing if you need it. And if you get 1 or 2 picks from a support ult, then that's basically a fight won, as well as the damage and the healing that he kicks out. On Moira, yeah, it is kind of sad that Moira's kind of taken a bit of a backbench because I've always been a fan of Moira, and during my high time up at near GM, on my 4.2k,
big man,
just a little while, I'd say a little while ago, it's about a year ago now, I haven't been able to play that much since. It was Baptiste and Moira that I played, so she's had quite a few nerfs. She's had a couple of recent buffs, sorry, but it's more about what does Moira bring that Baptiste or even Anna, if you're going to run Anna in a more dive comp, or even Lucio, because you've either got the group heals or the single target heals, and Moira is really good at the AoE heals, but only if they're super close. And I think that's the kind of problem. You've got Beat, you've got Nano, you've got Window and Immortality Field. Coalescence is just a bit more healing and a bit more damage. It's not doesn't really add much to the mix.
It's not an amazing ultimate, but it's kind of just like you say, that AoE healing when you're brawling. Moira is so good. She's throwing the balls around, and you're not just healing your team, but you throw a cheeky little purple one in there as well, and you get a 5k off it. You're like, oh, didn't expect that.
Thank God they reduced the ridiculous number of times that orb bounced. It was just painful.
It was. But like you said, the Anna as well. I love Anna personally. She's one of my favourite heroes to play. Nano Boost is just so mad. It can do everything. It can just make or break a fight. You build up that Nano, you throw your monkey in there with the Nano Boost, and he just tickles everyone to death with his cannon, and that's it. GG.
If you're squishy on the bad end of a nanoed Winston, it's not tickling. You're being beaten down into the ground slowly.
Yeah.
even if you've got heals, because he just chucks a bubble on top of you, and you're like, oh, I'm dead now, aren't I?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, the healer matchup is going to be. I mean, everything matters. Everything matters. Your tanks really matter. Your healers really matter. Your DPS. like you say, McCree could be definitely a good shout today. I am thinking we're going to see quite a few poke heroes. I do like McCree. I do like Ash as well. Ash has been seeing quite a bit of play lately.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a different map lineup today, so we haven't actually got. Oh, it's gone from my mind. What's the usual map that we play at the start?
Lijiang is probably usually the first one.
Lijiang. So we're not actually playing Lijiang to start. I don't think at all today, unless it goes on to like a ridiculous. So
No.
for Lijiang, which is the warm-up map, which I used to do on my scrims, we used to either do ridiculously well or jump into the pit because it was just so bad it was. So we're not playing Lijiang. So you've kind of got possibly Ilios with the well, lots of big potential, or Nepal. And Nepal I would kind of prefer, but I guess it's down to the teams what they're choosing. So
Yeah. Now, I wish we were playing Lijiang because I love the Symmetra. I love going through that window with Symmetra. That makes my day.
I mean, it probably won't see a sim. I mean, you could have it on the tower map for Ilios potentially.
Yeah, but probably not. I mean, potentially. Prove me wrong, teams. Come on. Show me Symmetra.
True, but potential lots of dives though. Because possibly some double shield, but probably lots of Winston, and then you might get the double bubble, especially around well, because Primal is so good. Grav is really good at enabling it.
Oh, how about a Roadhog on well? Down the hole.
No, it's the bait, isn't it? You want to be especially if you're one of the tanks, you want to be that guy just going hooked, dead. It's just one ability, you're dead.
Yeah, I mean it works in like my ranked games. My ranked games are like gold plat, and people fall for that sort of thing all the time. But maybe these guys don't fall for that sort of thing, so it might not be quite so effective with them.
And we'll see. Anyway, the teams are getting ready. They should be. They should be almost ready soon. We're being told that they are still getting ready.
Yeah.
So we're just going to keep chatting.
Yeah, chatting about Overwatch is like my passion.
We don't have to talk about Overwatch.
How's the football?
How's football? Yeah, I know, right? Football, England's doing pretty well, aren't they? Yeah, nice.
Surprisingly, yeah, we're shocked.
The FIFA guys would have been better at talking about this.
Yeah, definitely. And what that FIFA match was really cool, wasn't it? The accessible controller and everything.
Oh, it's
very cool.
It's fantastic. So I don't know if you know, but I've volunteered with Special Effect for a few years now. They're a fantastic cause, and they do the similar sort of stuff. This isn't to Cloud or Shroud or Shadow, anything that the guys earlier on did. It was absolutely amazing to see how people can get accessible. Well, opening up accessibility not just to games, but now into competitive games as well. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, they do so much good work to give a level playing field for everybody, because everyone deserves to play video games and everyone should be able to. So it's a really great cause as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the guy with the adaptive, I know they were both playing with the adaptive controller, but yeah, they were fantastic.
Yeah, I think we're nearly ready to get going. I'm so excited, guys. So quick predictions. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Oh, I think both matches today are going to be super close. I think this one's going to be closer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this isn't to say that the Division 1 match is going to be a steamroll by any means, but I think today's match, both teams have done fantastically well. Like you said earlier, they've both gone 3-0 up.
Mm-hmm.
They're both running a similar sort of comp in most of their maps, very brawly, very aggressive. So I think, if I had to pick, I'm going to go for... I don't know. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go Simmons.
Okay.
Okay.
Like you say, both teams did really well in their brackets. Also in their group stages, I think they were like 6-0 and 5-1. And that 5-1 was a bit of a dicey one, wasn't it? I'm not too sure what happened there.
Yeah, look, my phone's gone unlocked, so I'm going to have to look at my notes. But I think it was, Simmons went 5-1, but we think it was because of a reschedule, because the team that beat them, Team Alpha, that was the only game that they won to Team Alpha won.
Yeah.
So I think they probably are, both of them, undefeated, unbeaten.
Undefeated?
I don't think they've lost a round. They definitely haven't lost a map, and I don't think they've lost a round either. So they're both coming into it, both incredibly high, with all the atmosphere and excitement, and coming off of a massive win streak for both teams. So,
yeah, exactly. Not losing a map in what do you do, the top 8, top 4,
10
top
maps, 10, 11 maps.
A lot. Yeah. So yeah, both teams are rolling really high right now, and I'm just going to fight you. I'm going to go HGSB. Oh. Yeah.
well, we do know that Waxon, who's going to be doing some of the interviews later, is voting for AGSB. So
let's go Waxon.
So if Simmons, if you win, because I'm going to be rooting for you this map, just level it out. Then and Waxon is interviewing you, then say, why didn't you vote for us? Yeah, you ask him that.
Name and shame. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I do think this could be a potential long fight. We could go to map 5, maybe even more, because there can be draws as well. And this could potentially push us to map 7 or something. And our producers will be crying, going, we've got a show to run. We've got other games, you know. Got Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be... I don't think it's going to be a steamroll, but I think there's a possibility that one team is going to still go 3-0.
You think?
I'm just not sure which one.
I know. I think it's either way. I think if it is a 3-0, they're going to be close 3-0s. Like, we might see, you know, maps go to 8, 6 and whatever. You know,
You reckon?
Those are 2 CP maps. Here we go.
Not 2 CP. Anyway, you guys who are watching in the audience, what do you guys think? Because we can't hear you because, you know, we're in a studio, but you know, we need you to be rooting on your teams. Shout at them, cheer them on.
Yeah, we can't hear you, but we want to know that you're cheering. They want to be hearing you in the auditorium. They want to hear you on the stream. We need to know that you guys are cheering for your favorite team today. And like I said, I can't call it. It's gonna be crazy. It's going to be so good. I'm just watching oh God, I wish I was playing. I wish we had this sort of thing when I was in college. I'm just going to say, not that I'd be good enough for a team like this, but I wish we did.
I think I played like Quake 3 or something when I was at school.
Oh yeah, like Doom and
Unreal
stuff.
Tournament 2000.
I loved Unreal Tournament, yeah.
Classic.
We're showing our age now, aren't we?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Like if you couldn't tell.
We still play Overwatch.
Yeah, of course.
People are like, you're too old to play games. And I'm like, have you hit GM on Overwatch?
I grew up playing games like since I was 5 years old, so yeah. If I'm too old to play video games.
So about 15 years, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, bless you. A little bit longer than that. Yeah. But like I said, back in the olden days, like Quake, Doom, the old school shooters, Unreal Tournament, Alien versus Predator, that sort of thing. Yeah. But then obviously things like Overwatch, it's like, I don't know what drew it, like the bright colours and the sort of anime style graphics. That's kind of what made me think, I like this. This is really cool.
Yeah, I think Overwatch as a game, because I played a lot of FPSs as well when I was younger, but also got into RPGs and in the end MMOs like Warcraft by Blizzard, and loads of different types of MMOs. And I think that Overwatch kind of builds on. Anyway, we've just been told that there's a tech issue, so we're going to go for a short break. And we're going to come back and hopefully we'll continue our discussion about Overwatch and games, surely.
Stop telling you about our lives now. We're back. Hi, everyone. Apologies for a lengthy technical delay, but I think we are just about ready to get going now.
I hope so.
So exciting. So sorry about that, but I hope you like the hold music. It's better than my internet service provider for sure, at least.
Well, we were just saying, maybe that the last song that I was just playing, they were saying, no casters, no peace.
Yeah. Unfortunately, casters, no peace. No.
But now casts are back, so we've got peace.
Yeah.
Until the rage is unleashed in the battle that's going to come in the map.
We're so excited. We've been waiting like over an hour for this now. Oh, I hope you guys are all hyped. I hope you're all still comfortable there in the auditorium.
I'm still
at
awake.
Home. Yeah. We are totally ready for this.
We're ready. Hopefully we're going to be going into the map like very, very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the interim, I hope you've just been enjoying the show, all the little videos that we've had as well, being quite interesting and informative. It looks like we're about to start.
Yes!
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 We're ready!
Come on, crowd, let me hear you. I can hear some of you up there.
Cheers, guys. Let's go.
Yeah!
All right, here we go. Now, we have got... Now, is it AGSB in the red at the moment? Oh... And Simmons in the blue,
yeah,
I believe.
I think that is true. I think that is right. Yeah. Production. We got team names on the UI. Just letting you know.
Yeah, Simmons in the blue. I think. Yeah.
I think it's Simmons in the blue. So starting off in the poll.
They're thinking about it.
They are. They're thinking about it. Oh no, is AGSB in the blue?
All right. So it looks like we are going to start off with a Symmetra. Here we go. We're going to get that TP out. We're going to get that nice and quick. And it looks like we're going dive.
Double dive. Quite interesting. Almost pretty much a mirror. They're both playing Lucio and Amora, so lots of AoE healing. It does mean we're going to have to be getting very close in their faces. Papa being switched over Sombra and Perkio onto Echo.
Yeah, nice one. Okay, here we go. And we separate the teams here, they're not going quite together. Okay, here we go. Lots of damage coming straight in. Lucio's amping it up on the front guy. Here we go. Oh, and we've got the first pick of the day, guys. Boost goes down. We've lost coming in. Unfortunately
Unlucky.
gets caught by them. Mess, unlucky. Oh, did that go on?
Moose. I was going to say, he was the first person to die, and now he's just come back and he's like, you know what, that's not going to happen again. I've got to show him what's happening.
Death Blossom coming in, finds 3, I think, and another big cleanup for Simmons, and they're going to flip that point. Here we go. We've got a game. This is going to be good. This is what we've been waiting for, guys.
Yes, so Moose not only shut down the EMP, but also I think ended up with 5 kills, with one of them possibly being a respawn on the way back. Fantastic composure to come back as well.
Absolutely. And we can't actually see the game at the moment, so I hope we'll put that back on our screens very shortly. It's nice to see the players. Here we go.
It is nice to see the players.
Yeah, I mean, it's lovely to put faces to names, isn't it? You know, we've casted these guys for the past few months, so it's lovely to actually see them now and see how excited they are to be playing. All right, that's on that Reaper. Reaper is such a good pick. We didn't even mention Reaper in the pre-game banter. But yeah, playing the Reapers here, getting sped in by that Lucio. He's just like a little, barrel of damage, isn't he?
Yeah, Fun Guy's doing a fantastic job at displacing. Zora is following up with the damage. So yeah, there was a good bit of back and forth. Simmons did stall that out for a little bit, but the stall before by AGSB, even though Moose cancelled out EMP, just meant that they're already 70%. And here comes another Death Blossom.
Finds 3.5, I guess. Because I think Slarlet probably got the majority of the damage done by that Death Blossom. Fungi cleans up the rest of them. Team kill for AGS. Oh, cheeky little limbo there.
Love to see it. He knew it was on camera.
He knew he got it. Lovely. And unless Simmons speed in really, really quickly here, they are probably not going to get another chance at this.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
Here we go. Oh, ESP finds the whole team.
6-man.
Huge from Papa. Big. Here we go. And there's not many ways you can recover from an entire team EMP apart from
This is trying.
Finds 2. But I don't think it's going to be enough when the rest of your team go down. But there's a bit of a monkey fight going on at point right now. But I think that is probably going to be it. Unfortunately for Simmons, I think AGSB are going to
wait.
Unless.
Slare it, maybe.
Unless.
Get out of bubble,
However.
Slare. Get out of bubble, you've got to save your Moira.
Oh, jubilation from AGSB and Simmons just didn't touch.
That wasn't a letter number, was it?
I think they kind of got knocked back.
I think they did get knocked back.
I think they got knocked back. I don't think it's a deliberate evacuation of point there.
No, I think that was a combo of both Fungi and Sad Life, who was on the Devo, who just kind of knocked him back into that corner. Fantastic play though from Moose, from Slaret to almost bring that back. And this is a bit of a Reaper off, I would say, with Zora and Moose just going at it and coming back. Even though Moose went down on the first fight, he came back, got a 4-5k. But I think they just stalled out a little bit too long. So Simmons need to regroup a little bit, going for a dedicated win. Both coming out with a TP, and a very similar matchup as well.
Different a little bit though. We've got Sad Life on the Orisa and Castiel on the Diva. Other than that, everything's the same. We cannot see beyond this wall, unfortunately. What is going on?
So it goes down first.
Yeah, I think AGSB must have got to the point a little bit quick, and Harold just swinging that hammer.
Just swinging.
Swinging that hammer, and there we go. They have got the point. AGSB takes first round here. We've got some changes coming from Simmons. They're going for the Wrecking Ball. Sigma, Farah, Tracer, Mercy. Oh, completely different team comp now.
Yeah, full on switch, and this I do like this from Simmons because the double shield is quite difficult to push through if you're running Orion. The Orisa shield just gives a little bit more damage mitigation on one side, so they're playing this where they're splitting the shields a little bit. It's good play from AGSB, but the spam and the dive means they can all dive in together, get a pick, back out, and do it again. The problem is 26% already up to AGSB, 30% now. They need to get a pick, and Moose does get one of Papa Bigs in.
Moose has got Papa Bigs down. No more turrets for them on point. I also noticed they've switched to nearly on the Zen. Get that shield break. Then it's actually really good for shield break. Those are lobes do a lot of damage. And when you're playing double shield, you've got to get rid of those shields. Otherwise, you can't win, basically. But it looks like they are going to hold that point. I think... Yeah, they just couldn't push in hard enough despite getting that opening pick, but we've got ultimates coming online now for both teams. this is going to be a big fight.
Yeah, I think Simmons need to understand that AGSB are going to have pretty much all of their ults other than Harold's hammer. So they need to either do one or two things. Make it really quick and just get as many ults as possible, knowing that they're going to lose a fight, or invest. And Moose coming in with a double. That could be enough. Could be
Trades
enough.
2 for 1, but taking down the back teeth, that's a big pick. Your main healer out of the picture. That could be the end of this fight. Oh, and Perk sticks the pulse bomb and then finds the Lucio, and that is a good turnover for Simmons. Congratulations, we've got it.
Yeah, Nini, I didn't even notice that Nini came and switched onto the Zen, but then I saw in the kill feed that he got a triple assist, which means he either had a Discord or a Harmony on the people that he before they died. Fantastic pick and quite difficult to usually get some of those shots through. Moose!
What are you doing to me? Come on! Oh, no, chill. Chasing them down to the spawn. Don't let them go. Catch them. Oh yeah, beautiful. Well done, Moose. That is just get back to spawn and come at me when you've got a hit scan. Here comes Papa Binks on that McCree.
Simmons are stepping it up, and Papa Binks, we've seen him before. He is pretty nice on the McCree. He needs to shut down Moose because he's getting way too much value. But at the same time, Castillo is doing really well, adding to that spam. Here comes with a Slayer with a minefield. And Moose gets another opening pick on Fungi.
Yeah, Moose is doing a lot of damage here. We have to deal with Moose, otherwise, you know, Farah's got such a long range, it's just ridiculous. They cannot let AGSB flip the point when they're at 82%. They've got to keep fending them off. They can't let them have one fight here because that could be the end of it. Oh, Moose sneaking around with that rocket barrage. Oh, I completely forgot what it's called there. Are they going to go in a tiny room with a rocket barrage? Please don't tell me this is going to happen. The Diva can only eat so much here.
Sad Life has been very good at eating with the Matrix. So we'll see.
Not when they come from behind! Oh! I think he just got caught with a flashbang there. But I think still finding 2. Oh,
yeah,
and then Perk finishing up with a... Oh, and Slaret. Yep. All right. AGSB, you've got to be really quick if you want to contest this now, because we're at 90%.
I was a little bit worried because Simmons invested Minefield, a Pulse Bomb, Transcendence, Flux on that fight before that one. But Moose just went, it's fine, I've got Barrage. I'll get 2 and then I'll win that fight.
And Moose just found another early pick off there, and Castiel finding Fungi as well. I don't think they're going to be able to get enough people on point to contest this, but there we go. Well done. We are 1-1. We said this is going to be a good match.
Simmons leveling it out.
Yeah. We knew this was going to be completely backwards and forwards. Well done, teams. And here we go. The deciding match of this first game.
Look at them, the players are loving it. Look at their faces.
We're loving it, and I think the crowd are loving it too.
We can hear them just about in the background.
Yeah. Okay, what random team compositions are we going to see this time?
Well, if someone does pick the sim, you can sometimes run out and stay with the sim because people have got to come into that section in the middle. It doesn't look like they're going to run that. AGSB are coming back with their own sort of dive/spam combo. I'm not too sure. Fungi on the Lucio has been very good on the Lucio, but if you've only got a Mercy healing, a Pharah and your two tanks, it means that they have to go all in, and if it doesn't work, get back out and reset quickly. So we'll see if they can focus the right player all together, get the kill, reset quickly, and then win the fight.
I noticed Papa Binks is going to get his revenge on Moose here. By switching over to the Pharah, it's like a little bit of role reverse. Let's see how you like it. But can he contend with how good Moose was in the last round? Let's find out. Getting some very early hits off, though. I can hear the little when the hits are taking a bit. Oh, there we go. There's the revenge right there. Good shot.
Yeah, Castillo needs to keep an eye on Papa Binks here. He needs to keep that Matrix because otherwise the spam both from Papa Binks and Zor is just way too much. I mean, Papa Binks, I mean, no, this is a long first team fight. He's got Barrage.
Yeah, already. And Simmons have split the point though, so I think AGSB are going to look to take it back right now. No grouping up.
Yeah.
So they're just going to go all in.
Just dying point, get that extra couple of percent. If you run away, you're probably only going to get chased anyway, so...
Yeah, nice one. Oh, and we're switching to a monkey for Simmons and the Sombra rather. Moose is going to try and get some hacks off with that Wrecking Ball on Harold playing the Wrecking Ball as well. That can be really annoying for your backline. That's probably why we've gone Sombra here.
Yeah, I mean, Lucio Moira is quite difficult to dive. Lucio, obviously, because of his movement and Moira with the fade. We've got some ults coming out, so we'll see if Harold's going to get a kill with a bomb.
Oh, big eat! Casadale
beautiful.
took most of that barrage with the defense meter. It's very good. And the beat comes out, so AGSB are kind of immortal for a little while, but oh yeah, the Echo has copied the Winston here, and we're going to try and get a Primal Rage. We're only at 76%. I don't think we're going to get it actually. A little bit slow.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad though. I mean, they got Barrage, they got Minefield out, they got Beat out. So Simmons just needs to take that as a kind of win, really. They invested Beat, and AGSB invested 3 of their ults. So it's sort of even. Simmons are going to have a bomb, which can open up the map a little bit. Slaret's a little bit way off Primal. They need to get a pick quite nicely here.
Yeah, and here goes Sad Life.
Big hack.
Jumping up. Oh, Papa Binks is bug guy fighting the Moira and the Tracer. Slaret goes down as well to those sticky bombs. And yeah, oh, and Harold is on a mission here. He doesn't want to let these two go, but he's got hacks. That could be really dangerous. Get out of there, Harold. Get out of there.
He's out. He's fine. He's fine. I mean, it was a nice hack to just stop him from completely destroying Casadale there, but you are going to secure the kill. I mean, it's Hammond. He can run around with it.
He's really fast, isn't he? Big hack comes out, and it finds about 4 players on AGSB. So that could be a really big turnaround here. They're on 96%. We have got to flip this point now, Simmons. You've got to do it for your team. Perk taking it with that pulse bomb. I think he's looking for the Mercy with it, but Alec Doritos flies away out of his reach, but gets caught by Casadale anyway. Oh, Perk, the Farah counter with that Tracer. Doing a good job. Just go. Oh, lucky!
Recoil into my mind. Oh,
you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Okay, we're throwing everything into this now. You got to.
HSB won it. I would say that was probably a lost fight, but they made a decision to invest, and I wouldn't say that's a bad or good decision because you ended up getting a Coalescence out. You got I'm not sure what else we got out on Simmons, but that was about it actually. You invested EMP, you invested Primal, Coalescence. Again, quite expensive for AGSB. They're making some switches into more dive, so we're going to be seeing who's with bigger dive. Zor and a Reaper again. Sarah needs to be careful.
I think we just had a massive stagger there on Diva, but they still went in without it, which is a bit of an odd choice. But yeah, clearly they just thought they could, but we're about to find out if that's true or not. Here we go. They do have a bit of time though. Simmons already at 50%, so they can't afford to lose. AGSB can afford to lose the fight, but Simmons can't. If this point gets flipped, it's game over.
EMP, but I think it's too little too late.
Oh, I think it's going to flip. I think AGSB are going to take it. Here we go. Reaper just pumping that damage in, chasing the Moira off the point. Go away, Moira. We need to flip it. There's still a little bit of fight going on. Let Moira go down. Everything's going off. Harold's got the Primal. He's going to punch them all off with their big monkey hands. Chasing them down. There's still somebody on the point though.
This is I don't know who's still on a point. This is
Tracer, it's a Tracer. Finally goes down, and somebody else is back now. They are contesting this point so well. They need to get this 99%.
This is an incredible
big
stall.
EMP coming in for sure. Come on. Okay, gets Casadale and Slurret. Oh, right, that's gotta be it. No, there's still somebody there. They won't give it up.
That'll be it now. Perkio got taken out on his way back to point, and that will be the first map to AGSB.
AGSB, take that. Wait, you can hear the cheers. Congratulations, guys. That, after about an hour and a half, is the first map of our Overwatch Division 2 Championships. That is a lovely. Oh, this is going to be a lovely rocket barrage. Oh, no,
it wasn't, no.
No, it just went, Moose just went a little bit wild and just started picking them off.
I think this was a bit of a combo. So you had the damage boost, and then onto Zor, I think he got maybe discorded as well as that rocket came in. So a rocket and discord and damage boost, which is a dead May, really.
That was impressive, yeah. Like, sometimes you don't need your ultimates to have a crazy fight.
No,
it was really impressive. Wow, how do you even begin to analyse how that was just a bit crazy, wasn't it?
I know, right? Well, both DPS stepping up to the plate. Moose and this is where I should have a
Papa
paper
Binks.
in it. There you go.
It's a Moose and Papa Binks show at the moment. Yeah, they're just gonna well, it looked like I'm going to go Farah. Well, I'm going to go McCree. Then I'm going to go Farah. Well, I'm going to go with McCree. Did you just like draw names out of a hat to decide which orientation you were going to go with these guys? Hopefully, I think we're going to be pretty quickly getting onto our next
Yeah,
match.
we should be pushing along. I know you guys have been waiting very patiently, so we're going to be speeding this along. So we're going to be into the next map very shortly.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a really good match. Very backwards and forwards. 2-1. There was no domination there from either team. It was just very backwards and forwards, and that is why I believe this could easily go to map 5 today.
I think out of the games that we've casted and that we've watched of the BEA so far, that was probably, at least from my perspective, the best stall I've seen from Simmons.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
I thought it was over every time, and then somebody else just kind of like appeared, like, hi,
Yeah,
I'm contesting.
From about 30% all the way up to 80%, it's like, well, they need to get some sort of kill because you can't just keep doing that because they're going to get longer respawn times. And they're going to build up, AGS, SB are going to build up their rolls. But they just kept on, somebody kept on noticing to touch. And then
Just wouldn't give it up.
and then AGSB would kind of walk off and be like, that's got to be it. That's got to be it. Nobody else could. And then a trace would fly in. And then the echo would drop in on the side. And
It's like, it's got to be over now, unless.
Unless. Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy. Well held by Simmons there, but also well won by AGSB. This is going to be one heck of a fight, and two teams are bringing it to the table. We've waited so long for this match. It's the grand finals. You've got to bring it.
Yeah,
go.
I mean, I think Moose has definitely at the moment has been bringing it. Yes, they might have gone down in that first map, but to die first in the match and then to come back and almost win that round was fantastic. And then you saw in the second round getting play of the game and just doing so much work on the Farah.
Yeah, that Farah was crazy, just chasing them all down. Get back in your spawn. Get back. Pew, pew, pew. Actually, pro Farah play. And like I say, both these teams, it might be Division 2, but...
Yeah, I probably would have liked to have seen him actually continue on the Farah, because Papa Binks came out on McCree about halfway through the previous round, but it didn't seem to control his Farah too much. He was still getting kills.
He was still killing everybody. It's like, McCree, you need to take. You're like the only one who can take care of that. But
well, Diva is a little bit.
And then also we saw. I think there's Perk attempting to take down Farah on the Tracer as well. That's always fun to watch.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a Farah counter. Everyone can be a Farah counter if you try hard enough.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I've seen some. Well, I was going to say Ryan, but I've seen some pretty cheeky snipes with a fire strike before. So, yeah.
Yeah. So whenever your team tell you we need a Farah counter, just tell them I am a Farah counter. Doesn't matter who you are, you can do
Doesn't
it.
matter.
Believe in yourself.
I'm a Mercy. I'm going to be a Farah counter.
Why not? Okay, I think we are nearly ready to go into the next game now, guys, and I'm very excited because that was all backwards and forwards, and that's just control point. So.
Just control.
Let's go. Here we are. And it is going to be... Here we go. It's Hollywood.
Yeah, nice pick. I think we're going to see something very different from the team, though, because you can play dive, especially with the high grounds, on point A and point B. Dive doesn't work as well on point C, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a Farah, maybe.
Farah's not bad on this point. You know, there's a lot of ceiling, you know.
There's a lot of ceiling.
A lot of sky.
Yeah, but the skybox itself actually isn't too much higher. So if you've got a Cree, like if Zor or Papa Bink switches over to the Cree, I'd be interested to see if they roll out with this Reaper comp. It did really well, but Zor was on the Reaper before. Moose does come out on the Farah, so I'm wondering if Papa Binks is like, he's probably going to come out. They're probably going to come out on a Farah on this map. But again, Papa Binks couldn't shut them down last time, so we'll see what happens.
But here we go. I am looking forward to seeing maybe Moose just chase them back to spawn on this Farah again. Perfect.
Is that I Like Doritos got subbed in this map?
He was in the last one.
He was in the last
one,
okay. That's fine.
I don't think there's been any subs. It looks like the same teams.
I'm gonna pay a bit more attention to the healers this game.
Yeah.
Haven't done it last
The
few
healers
rounds.
obviously did a really good job. That's why they were able to contest
so
and
good.
flip the point. Well done, healers. You don't get enough respect. We know. Okay, looks like we are going to go double bubble on Simmons here, and AGSB are going to take the full dive for the Diva and the Monkey, and long range heroes with, oh, that was a huge nade! We're just talking about appreciating healers, and Wow.
Nini.
That nade. Well done, Nini. That's opened up that fight completely and utterly. Huge nade.
Nini set up that whole that fight win, and that's going to set up the rest of this whole defense, because you can see Moose is up to 60%, Nini's up to 33%, Star's up to 35%. Is you only got Sad Lifers at 40 with Doritos on 50 now. Ult advantage is massive in Students, but that nade was huge.
It was 4 people, I think. Beautiful. And then once everyone's naded, you can't do. Oh, Moose catching poor Fungi there, and then Zor as well. And this is going to be another one team fight, I think. But they only get Moose down. But yeah,
Possibly rezzed. I don't know if the res is available. Sad Life is doing. He does get rested.
Moose comes back. Brilliant.
Sad Life is doing a fantastic job at trying to shut him down, but Moose is just getting too much damage in before he can even close the distance. So Zor, now you can see AGSB are switched to a double hit scan. They need to shut down Moose before they can even get through this choke point, because they're just getting shut down and chipped away before we can get.
Oh, and a late pick off on Zor there. You can see Moose is just like, you cannot even come up this street without my permission. I will not let you. Get back. Just controlling that entire long range. It's a little bit. Oh, I see Papa Biggs has turned into his own Farah now.
Yeah, quite not a complete swap and reset, but they've kept Sad Life, but almost they've gone. Spam worked for us in the last round, so let's go back to it, because that sorted Moose out. But the problem is you've just reset all your ults, and what should be an unwinnable fight for Simmons. Perko's just sticking a wall there. The wall's nice and dead there. They managed to win this with practically no ults.
Yeah, it looks like AGSB are going to turn this one. And that obviously changing to the Farah and the Echo have really helped. That is going to be a lot. I mean, you think Moose is the problem, that's why they went double hit scan, but then realization that maybe if we just ignore Moose and do our own thing with these 2 characters, it might work out a little bit better, and it seems to have. But there, I say that. Here comes Moose and Perk again.
Come on, Moose, deep breath. You're a nano, you need to get a couple more hits. Ooh, go on. Oh, nice. Go on, one more.
This could actually be stalled at this rate. It could be. Oh, Moose. Oh, Moose!
Even if Simmons lose this fight, they've burnt off another 30, 40 seconds already. It's fantastic.
I think they're going to win. They're going to hold it. That's crazy. I honestly thought AGSB were going to have that fight there.
And they've got the time where they can back off a little bit. They don't have to be touching the point right now, so they can back off and get top if they need to, take a little bit of damage, make sure they're contesting, make sure it doesn't get completely done. AGSB popping without. Papa Biggs has got a barrage coming up. A little bit of a whole post bomb from Percio, but I'm taking over your play-by-play now.
It's absolutely fine. Papa Biggs showing how the Farah. Well, I would say how the Farah should be done, just showing you how dangerous that rocket barrage can be. And they've finally flipped the point with not very long left on the clock, but you got that 2.5 minutes back. So it's all good. And here we go on a little adventure on that car around Hollywood.
He's always a little bit annoying, isn't he? He's like, what are you doing? It's like, well, there's
playing
rockets
that
flying
game.
by the side of your car. What do you expect me to do? Fantastic take by AGSB, but an even better, I would say, hold from Simmons to burn off that much time. 2.5 minutes. Streets phase is a little bit more, I don't know, I guess it's a little bit easier for the attacking side, so Simmons need to kind of burn as much time as they can off, and maybe get as many ults as they can without dying.
Everyone just fighting over that high ground is lovely to see. Like, once you have control of that high ground, you have control of the game, basically. But Papa Biggs, finds Nini. That's the main healer down for Simmons. And, he's trying to get the Mercy. He's trying to get nice as well. But Moose says, no, don't touch my Mercy. Get off her.
They're just kind of going toe-to-toe, aren't they? Getting revenge. Like, you had quite a good barrage last one. But you know what? I don't need a barrage. I'm going to get 2 free kills with that one.
Yeah, Zor finally finds Moose, but gets red straight away by Nice. Nobody camping the body. And Tracer on Tracer action, and Perk is the winner of that one. And so I think this could possibly be another little hold. Everyone backing away.
Very scrappy, even though people are kind of dying quite early on. Like, that's from no fault. I mean, there's a lot of spam and a lot of dive targets being called out. Even though people are dying early on, but both teams are still, like, dedicating themselves to or pushing themselves to win the team fight, even if at the start they shouldn't.
All right, that is 3 people down now on Simmons, both the healers, and most of that big damage is just your tanks and that little tracer to take care of now. But Perk is a force to be reckoned with, just running away all the time. I don't think you're going to be able to kill him this fight.
Yeah, I think Zor and Tracer might have actually solo killed the Pharaoh, or Moose and the Pharaoh there, just because of the problem with the skybox. It isn't that much higher in the buildings, which means Perkia could just sit on top of a building.
Oh, all right, we've exchanged our Diva and our Moose here. Papa Binks did he use his rocket barrage there? I don't think he found anyone with it.
No, he got slept mid barrage.
Oh, you hate to see it. It's unfortunate. But yeah, I'd say the healers, Anna's in this game, Nini is doing a lot of work. Great to see. Okay, so Papa Binks just shooting down here. I think we are going, we have got like 5 seconds left and they managed to take it. Well done, guys. Nice one. Okay, final phase here. 1 minute 30. It's a big ask, but it can be done.
Some changes up from AGSB, and I think this is probably a good call. You've got a minute and a half left. Dive isn't as good. Now, the thing is that Simmons has got a number of ults coming up. Primal is not great, but it can buy a lot of time, and that's what they need to do now. What they need to do is don't let them come around this corner. They need to push up and take the space. They've got the ult advantage. They need to burn this time off and make sure that their next fight for AGSB is going to be the last one, so they're going to have to be invested. They're going to have to be a bit more risky.
Yeah, Diva bomb finds Fungi, and Moose goes down to Papa Binks. We've got, Moose has changed to the McCree now. Yeah, we're having a little McCree battle here. Pascal and Perk fighting Papa Binks and I like Doritos, and it looks like this is going to be a hold, and AGSB have got to come back. They have got 1 fight left in it, though, I think. But they can't have been pushed too far forward yet, so they kind of have a spawn advantage at the moment.
Yeah, that's what they needed. That's what Simmons needed in that fight. They needed to win that. They needed to not make it so that they were coming out into the open with their team set up on that final straight. The problem is now is they haven't got any ults. Huge bubble from Slow.
Stopping Harold's Earth Shatter there. It did not find anyone, unfortunately. And Harold replies and says, no, please go away. Chasing them down. Perk killing off him.
Moose!
You're just as good on the tree. And I think that is going to be a hold.
I don't think anyone can touch. Maybe?
Unless... no. Wait, we've got a wrecking ball touching. Not for long, though. They're desperately trying all the fastest characters, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We are literally just coming in to die here, unfortunately, 1 by 1. I don't think anybody's going to be able to hold it long enough. Obviously, in overtime, respawns take a little bit longer as well, which is a bit annoying. Feet comes out, now you can't kill them, they've got a ton of shields, unless somebody comes out with a crazy ultimate, which they just don't have. It has been won by Simmons. A hold on the 3rd point. It is winnable, though. There is a win condition there for both teams right now.
Yeah, that's a great place to stop the car just on the way up to point C. You know now that if you can take B, you only really need 1 team fight. As long as you open those doors for that angry little taxi cab driver, then you will almost definitely win, as long as you can win the next fight after that. So they've set themselves up really well. I liked the switches from AGSB. I liked the idea of it, but Simmons played so well in using their ults to take that space, deny them continuing that kind of snowball effect, even though they've swapped over, but maybe the disadvantage, I would say, with having a Ryan against Winston. So yeah, fantastic play from both teams.
Yeah, like I said, great hold by Simmons, even on the first point. Like, it practically took them into overtime, maybe about 15 seconds difference. It could have been held right there and then, but AGSB, they just took the edge, they broke through, they identified the problem, which was Moose not letting them even get up the street, and they thought, you know what, let's change. You've got to make changes in this game. You've got to constantly be thinking, I'm having a problem here, what can I do to fix it?
And I guess AGSB are switching up quite drastically.
I see a Torbjorn.
I wonder where that turret's going to go. There's kind of 2 main places.
It's just right there on the corner, I think.
So, there's 2 spots on point. You've got one above on the left, and you've got one in the...
There it is. And Perk finds it and he's like, this is shooting me. I need to get rid of this straight away. Okay, now where are you going to put it? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, double shield's going to be difficult. You've got quite a bit of spam coming out. So they need to take this nice and slow. Right, they've taken high ground, move everybody up. Really well done. Where AGSB, when they were taking their push, they were kind of getting spammed out before they even got anywhere. They just need to sit down, chill out. Well, I know I'm already sitting down. They need to chill out a little bit, relax, wait for the cooldowns, get ready to dive in. They need to get past this point though, because they're just going to keep getting spammed and pushed back.
Yeah, so much damage going that little choke there. Big rocks coming in from Sigma and just can't get up. But here we go, we're out in the open now. And Moose is just going to take some hot shots. And oh no, Slaret gets naded and he cannot be helped in there, unfortunately. Okay, Casadiel, oh, getting nice and high shot already. He must have so much damage and bubbled it all. But oh, the evil Brigitte, she's been nerfed so hard. It's never enough. It's never enough.
It's still back and forth.
It is. And when it's back and forth, the attacking team does have a little bit of a spawn advantage here, I think. And I think they are going to be able to take it.
Slaret needs to go back. So Slaret died early on, and you might think, well, that was a little bit of a silly move, but he absorbed the flashbang, he absorbed the stun, he absorbed the Halt and the rock. He absorbed basically every CC. So Simmons almost won that fight because of how much of base meat shielding Slaret took on that fight. So fantastic play. He's going to run into that same problem though. Diving into a high ground where you've got 5 or 6 players technically by himself. You might have Percio coming up the steps, you might have a bubble, but there's nothing else to support him, so he is going to be the prime target when he dives up. So we go again. We'll see if he drops down a little bit this time.
Yeah, he dives in. Oh, popping the primal. He's at half health though. If they focus him, he will go down just like that. Papa Binks of the high noon. Oh, and Torbjorn throwing that molten core all over the point. If you step out and the floor is lava, everybody goes down.
Okay, quick reset though. That was a quick fight, but expensive again for AGSB. So they've only got bongos. They're going to have rally. We'll see if they change it up. And Moose is changing over to Farah. I like this. They're going to spam it out a little bit, kind of give Slaret a little bit more support, a little bit more of a nudge just as he dives in. So he's got something else to jump with, and then Perkio as well. Let's just see what their target priority is like, because Fungi with a rally that's going to be coming up any second, they need to get a kill probably onto I like Doritos or Papa Binks before they can either get a nice flashbang or an anti-nade.
Yeah, and we're going back up those stairs into that tiny little choke point where all the damage can just stop them. Oh, they're trying to pick them off before they even get to that choke point. Just trying to pick off maybe one of the healers who have been left behind there. Oh, I hear a grab. I don't know how many people are in it. Oh, big nade into it though. Big nade into that grab.
Huge nade.
Picking them up. Oh, that could be the turning point. That could be the opening they need. Getting off some good picks there. Alright, Casadiel, fully charged and ready to go. Chasing. Oh, McCree says, no thank you. I'm away. Oh, thanks Neely with a high noon, but I think it's all for naught now. I think that is going to be point taken. Here we go.
Nice.
A little bit quicker than AGSB did it, but it's still only about 2 minutes 40, something like that.
Yeah, I think in that last fight, Slaret was like 5% off its prime and was thought, oh, if only I had that, we probably would have won it. But the rest of the team came through and managed to not carry it, but did their jobs.
Yeah. Okay, so AGSB have set themselves up on the high ground now, which is the place you want to be because you can see everything, taking all the control away from them. But Moose has all the access to get up there himself, just trying to build up that rocket barrage as quickly as we can here.
Yeah, Papa Binks has switched onto the Ash, and this does give a little bit more range, a little bit more spam with the Dynamite. But who's he going to be spamming? So I think I prefer to McCree, but we'll see if he can get as much effectiveness on the Cree because he was doing a lot. Oh! Well, I take it back. Take it back.
He's after the Tracer. Oh, hang on. Slaret has just popped off a little bit there, taking out 2 in that primal rage with a little monkey jump there. Getting Sad Life as well. Here we go. That's the opening they need. Let's push that cart and pick off the stragglers here.
Yep, team fights one. Don't overextend. Don't chase too much. Yeah, you can get a little bit more damage. Yeah, you can make sure that they can't start setting up. But don't push out too far. You need to get that cart around the corner.
Yeah, here we go. And the team are just, AGSB are just regrouping now, ready to go back in. But that monkey is just waiting at the door.
Yeah, there's nothing to... AGSB aren't running a diva for this. Yes, Sad Life is going to have kinetic grasp, but the barrage is going to come out from Moose if he can survive this ult.
Oh, he got left out of it.
I'm not sure if he got the damage off. I think it was too close.
I don't think he did.
From a slam
Didn't
on the
seem
way
to
down.
catch anybody with it. Oh, here comes the barrage. Oh, okay. Papa Big says no more barrage for you and sends out that Bob to contest the cart. But there aren't many players left for AGSB on the point here. They do have massive spawn advantage though.
No, it's Bob as well, isn't it? Bob's just
yeah.
Bob.
Oh, careful. Yeah, Bob is finally taken down and we're still contesting that point. But they have, like, they have spawn
nice
advantage.
shot again.
They're coming up. Papa Big's hitting those critical shots so beautifully. And I think now we have the advantage of AGSB on the point.
Yes, and Simmons needs to go, right, we need to reset. We can't just keep being super aggressive like we've been in the last few fights. Yes, it's worked. Yes, we're getting some kills, but we're not winning the overall team fight.
Yeah. We need to regroup for one more team fight. We only have one more push at this. We have quite a few ultimates coming on for Simmons here. We've got our Pulse Bomb. We're going to have our Monkey.
Yeah, they've got time. They've got time. As long as Slarit...
Oh,
right,
that's a late pick off.
I was going to say, Slarit needs to touch now. He needs to get... But I want him to get a touch and jump off. Just get that overtime ticking. Try and get by as much time for the rest of his team to come back.
Here he is. Oh, he's popping that primal. He's going to stay on the point. No, you've got to stay on the point.
That's fine. You got overtime ticking away. Don't worry too much.
Oh, Sarah goes down. I hear a bomb coming up for Papa Binks again. That'll contest the point quite nicely. Moose finds the Ash, but then goes down to the Tracer. Tracer, that's Barra counter. Bob is getting perk as well. Bob doing the job. Harold swinging that hammer, and I think there's going to be a hold. There's going to be AGSB taking the win. 2-0 to AGSB. Here we go. That was a massively good attempt. Wow.
Well
good attempt
Well good.
from Simmons though. Really good. I really couldn't have called that until the last minute.
No, it was fantastic from both sides. Yeah, the Pharaohs from both sides, the spam from both sides, the tanks, the healing. Just fantastic overall.
Yeah, brilliant. And I want to say big props to Nini for his Anna play there. That was really, really top tier. Anna. Lovely nades coming off all the time. Beautiful.
Yeah, setting up a lot of those the fights that they won. Really well played. Nice coordination. And like I said, with the monkey dying early on, doesn't mean that it's bad. He absorbed all the CC. They just needed to play a little bit differently, which is why they brought a Pharaoh in, so they got a little bit more spamming. Yeah,
lots of high damage heroes coming in here. That Farah, I think it's just... Rockets just do so much damage. They're ridiculous. All you need to do is hit 2 on pretty much any sort of squishy character. And
get damage boost. I think is it 120? I think isn't it? It's direct damage boosted. That's
huge,
painful.
Ridiculous amount of damage. That's why they always beg for the Mercy Pocket. They're not just being Pocket me Mercy. It is actually really effective to damage Mr. Vara.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you. What do you think they need to do different? You should be asking me that.
What do you think they need to do different?
That's a really good question. What do they need to do different? I think they just need to pace themselves, but it doesn't mean slowing it down. So Simmons were taking them time getting through the arches and setting up to dive for high ground on point A, and they kind of did the same a little bit on point B, maybe a little bit more rushed, worried about the time. But the problem is they took quite a lot of damage. So on their first push onto point A, they placed a really nice bubble, went around the corner nice and quickly, and now they're on high ground, and they got high ground. But what are they going to do next? And I think they kind of struggled with that a little bit, where Papa Binks was just farming Deadeye. Like, he used Deadeye to get 1 or 2 kills on their last fight, and before they even managed to dive again, he was up the lift and managed to get another 1 or 2 kills. So I think it's just about pacing themselves, slowing it down when they need to, but just speeding it up in making whatever decision move they're doing, whether it's going to be going around or going over or whatever it is, the pathing that they choose.
Yeah, either way though, I know we're looking at 2-0 at the moment and potentially 3-0. It has not been a one-sided game.
No.
Like on the score sheet, if they do win the next one 3-0, people look 3-0, dominated. It's not been a domination at all. It's been so backwards and forwards. I've not been able to call this fight until the last minute.
No, I mean that's the thing. If the other team, one of the teams, Simmons, that's the one. Mind blank. If Simmons had won that last fight before A, I think they might have done it, because that's quite an easy point point to take on that C run-up. So I think Simmons could have won that. They just needed to kind of just take a deep breath, don't rush in too much, and we're going into the next one.
Oh, all right. Next map straight away. Anubis.
2CP.
Oh, well, just wait for Overwatch 2 and you'll never have to deal with this again.
We'll see.
I like Anubis, you know. I like 2CP. I must be the only person in the world.
Anubis is probably the one of the better 2CPs.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Okay, what we're coming out with here. It looks like we've got a potential double shield coming in. With the Orisa and the Sigma. And we're going with a Torb again. Yes, you love to see a Torb, don't you? Every time. Papping's taking that long range hit scan with Ash. And Fungi and I Like Doritos on the Mercy and the Baptiste. This looks like a fairly decent competition. I like this.
Yeah, very defensive, very difficult to break. But the opposition is going on a run full dive, and that's what you want when you're running into double shield. So we'll see if Percio and Moose can link up and make sure we're targeting quickly, because both of them don't do a massive amount of damage. Moose may be going for a little bit cheeky.
Obviously, if you can get that just initial headshot, take out one of the players, that's just the best thing you can possibly do, is take out an early shot just with one shot, one kill, as good Omega says. But it wasn't to be, and we've gone back to the Tracer. Larry just absorbing all that damage there.
He's like, yeah, just farm my Ninnies at nano for me. I'm just gonna, just shoot the back of me and it's fine.
Yeah, of course, this is a really good point for a nano boosted monkey just to jump in, bash them all the way up that high ground. The team seem to be pushing around the left-hand side while the two tanks dive on in there.
They're not going to be ready for that nano. 30 seconds with the nano.
Wow, that's huge. Nini is really popping off with this Anna today. Here we go. But Papa Binks is just finding those picks. Oh, Papa Binks. So accurate on that Ash, and Sad Life gets Cassidiel, and that is going to be HSB.
That was a nice hold.
Yeah, really good hold.
Yeah,
surprisingly, when you had that nano boosted monkey coming in.
Yeah, they did well to just kind of drop back a little bit, because again, you've got you have got a Tracer and you've got a little bit of spam, but if you've got Winston and Diva diving you, as soon as you drop back, if either of them follow you, well, you've just got a Mercy to heal you. And Nini's been doing a fantastic job with a nade as well. But if they're stepping back, what are you going to do?
Exactly. And, ooh, it looks like we are trying to sneak around behind them with that Echo here. And distracted. Here comes the monkey and the Diva jumping right on you. Molten Core comes out from Zor. Oh, it's going to burn Nini in the lava, unfortunately. And then just shoot down, trying to build all up. The window coming out from I Like Doritos. Unfortunately, gets caught.
Zor! Come on, Zor.
Zor with the Torbjorn. Accurate. The Bob comes out from Papa Binks as well. You got to use your ultimates to win the fight, though. Oh,
you can do it, Zor. Come on, don't ruin it. It's such a good... No, you got to jump from... No. Okay.
You got it.
Well done. Nice. Nice
one. Okay, and we're not making any changes here from Simmons.
No, not yet, and probably because they've kind of... they know that AGSB used quite a lot of ultimate, and Simmons, used a lot of ultimate last fight. So we'll see what they can do with this next one. Papa Binks is doing a fantastic job. I don't know if someone's off on the left.
Oh, nearly. That would have been a lovely pick-off. But it wasn't B. Oh, Moose just harassing Papa Binks. He has to drop down. He can't just stand there and get himself shot. He's no good to anybody. And,
it's a 1 for 1, 2 for 2. It's still anybody's game.
Yeah. Moose is just sneaking around. Zor says no, thank you. Oh no, that's a big bomb in the tiny space there. Zor's just getting the kills from this Torbjorn. Goes down himself to the bomb, but I think he probably did enough. Oh,
yeah.
Unless that fake graviton Grumblus rather from Perk on the Echo. It's like, I am the Alpha Sigma here. Maybe not.
Percio.
Nice. Very good. Alright, that is how to play Echo 101 right there.
Yeah, nice hold though from AGSB. They did a fantastic job. Only 30 or so seconds, so we're going to have only 3.5 minutes. That seems like a lot, but on Anubis, when there's really only 2, 3 places that they can come from. They've all got to come practically from the same area, otherwise we're going to be cut off, especially with Nini and Noise on the healers that they've chosen. I think it's going to be a difficult nut to crack this one.
Yeah, and of course, AGSB, their spawn is so much closer. So you can't just go pick for pick here. You have to get a lot of people down. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like AGSB are probably going to take this one. Yeah, Harold is getting picked off, and yeah, that's going to be it for this fight.
I thought he's going to switch to hammer a second. They're going to switch to hammer, and just a little bit too late.
Are we going to see any hammer kills? Come on.
Almost.
That's why you play Torbjorn. Get the hammer kill. Show me.
Right, just coming up to the 2.5 minute mark. AGSB have another flux. Zor has another. Basically, they've got 4 ults against a pulse bomb and a nano. So you'll probably see that the nano's going to probably go on to Slarit. You could put it onto Moose here and try and just go for an opening pick.
Yeah, it's probably going to go on Slarit, contest the point, build up that primal and contest the point some more. Coming in through the right door here. Pulse bomb doesn't find anybody, but the immortality field comes out and that could make all the difference, make or break. Window facing the entrance point where they're all trying to come in as well. So unfortunately, they're not going to be able to come through there anymore at the moment.
Yeah, Simmons needs to back out there, sorry. AGSB again just showing that double shield is still as boring as it can be. It's still just sometimes a little bit OP.
Yeah, double shot's a really good composition. This dive is a good composition as well though, and it has been working for them, but not enough.
Yeah, they got a couple of ults out there, so Simmons need to, again, just they up the pace, but make sure that they're ready and they dive in together. They've got a couple of ults here. About it's being popped.
Nano's being popped out. Well, who got the Nano? Was it Slarit?
I think it might have been Persio. He might have gone down.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, yeah, that's another one fight for AGSB there. They did use a molten core in that fight. Papa Mix does now have a bomb for the next. Oh, he's got the hammer out. Oh. We like hammer kills here. Okay, so a bomb to contest now is going to be good. It's got the bongo coming up for Harold as well, very close to that. That's all they seem to have though, whereas Simmons have... Oh, okay, they did have one of their DPS elements, but they've just switched up to McCree now. So now they only have Castiel's bomb.
Yeah, I mean, Slarit has been a fantastic Ryan. Moose, we've seen how good the McCree is. So I quite like this. Persio, you might think, well, they're going to get spammed out. Well, Persio can put that wall down and take up some space. They need to decide whether they want this to be the final fight or be as aggressive as they can, get as many ults out as possible, because there's 20 seconds left, and I think this needs to be, take your time, this is the last fight. They need to cap this.
It has to be the last fight now. They only have 15 seconds left. Here we go. The bongo comes out, the bomb comes out. Here's the diva. Oh, everything just went straight down. Oh my gosh. I think that bongo just gave them so much power. The supercharger, even. We'll call it by its proper name. And it just let everybody just destroy.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The DPS, they're just showing, Papa Big's just saying, I'm pretty good, Ash.
But this can still be won or drawn by Simmons. It can be won or drawn. They can hold it so they don't get anything, or they can hold point B like AGSB just did and get a draw, and we can go into a map 4 with no changes to the scoreline.
Yeah, I liked the idea from Simmons, building up the nano, and again, it was like 25-30 seconds when Nini had the nanos. That's super quick. And Slarit just kind of baiting them, just going, you can shoot me if you like.
Shoot me!
But like I said, there's nobody to go with them. Who's going to go with them? The Diva, okay, that's great. The Tracer, yeah, but then if Nini's stuck in the back, then you've only really got one healer and then you're pushing into a 5v6 fight. They're going to be running slightly different. Castiel on Nazaria this time with a little bit of a bubble. Slarit doing a lot of work, but maybe just dying a little bit too quickly. But Zor, if Zor comes out of Miss Reaper.
Interesting pick. We've got Moose back on that Farah though. I'm hoping it's going to be as good as the Moose Farah of old. The previous games. So like I say, Simmons can still win this. Don't give up hope, guys. You can do it.
Come on, Simmons fans up there. We want to hear you. Come on.
All right. Oh, Moose just shooting down with those big rockets, trying not to even let them come out and spawn. Got a sunburst from Papa Binks though, hoping to get a few hacks off, jump on the targets, how it should be played.
Yeah, but Moose got the little clip damage at the start, so they know that they're running a Sombra, so they can be a little bit more prepared.
Moose is on 50% of the ultimate already. It's huge. Taking that mega health pack though, hacking that, so it's not available for the defensive team. It's always a good start as well. Moose finds I like Doritos. Early pick up on both the healers. That is a very good start. And here we are, spamming damage in that tiny little corridor from Moose there. He's got his barrage already.
Yeah, that's what we needed though. That's what you needed. Because who's going to be countering him? Sure, Papa Binks.
No one at the moment. Oh, here we go. Okay, we are having a massive switch up here from HSB. We're going for the Wrecking Ball, the Diva, the Farah, and the Echo.
Massive spam damage. So HSB are like, you've got a bit of spam, we'll do even more with an Echo and a ball. So you got Ball Slam, followed up by the Sticky Bombs, and just the general.
Oh, big East from Diva's D-Matrix there on the sideline. Nice one. Taking up the majority of that, but it did still find the Lucio, unfortunately. But he can speed back pretty quickly. Oh!
Direct hits
doing some
days on
damage. I mean, you don't have to be accurate with Farah, but it helps. And yeah, Moose is certainly accurate.
I don't know if Simmons are going to be able to win this though.
No.
HSB are still managing to get a few picks.
It's a little bit backwards and forwards, and I think HSB, they've got quite a few.
That's a nice dagger kill.
Yeah. All right, so we are holding this at the moment. It's been a bit of a tough fight, but it can't be done. Here we go.
Yeah, that was a nice dagger kill from Persio there. They needed that because if Harold got out, then that would have almost definitely meant point A taken. We would have just got out, got top tuck, come back in.
Wrecking Ball slamming down the point. Everybody look at me. Nope, nobody. Distraction tactics not going to work this time. Oh, we've traded off the Lucio and McCree here. 1 for 1. Oh, Slarret trying to find Farah there. Don't let him chase you away. Big monkey damage coming in. Harold got Moose finally. Diva Bomb on point. Oh! Alright. Big deny from the high ground there. Finds 2. Harold gets mercy though, and it's also backwards and forwards. This is not a dominant game by any means by one team here. It's so backwards and forwards every time. And I don't think this is going to be flipped.
I think it is.
Unless.
I think that you've got slight spawn advantage from HSB. They had the minefield on point. They just had more damage coming in from the spam. They will cap it.
Oh, right, they got
eventually.
It's again, they're going to have like less than a minute on the clock for the flip, so we are looking at just about a 4-minute time bank-ish. Yeah, 3:48. So they don't have much longer to work with than Simmons did themselves.
No, but if but it's a draw, isn't it? It's a draw or a win now for AGSB. So worst case, they're going to draw and they go to another one. Whereas Simmons need to. They've got 3.5 minutes.
They need to hold it.
They need
Otherwise,
to hold
it's
it.
game over.
Papa Binks has a barrage.
Oh!
well.
He didn't use it though. He did not use the barrage. That's fine. That would have been very unfortunate. Okay, so I think they probably need to regroup and try again, unfortunately. But no. They're just farming up this Deadeye really quickly. Here comes Moose. He's got the barrage, but I don't think he needs to use it at the moment. Oh, he did use it, but I think it got eaten and he got taken down, unfortunately. This point is going to be flipped. They only have to get 1 tick. That's the deal. You've got to stay on point. Oh, stuck in the bubble now for protection. Monkey come to save you. I think we're going to hold it at this point. Oh, the mind come out from Harold. Oh, they find him. No. It's a bloodbath here. Everyone's going down. Moose goes down. Big Bomb comes in. Finds I like Doritos. Harold is nice. It's absolutely crazy here. So many hits going off. I'm not even sure who's winning this one at the moment.
I mean, Simmons can stabilise here. They can stabilise. They need to put the shield down. They need to survive this.
Oh, no. The bubble was over the Diva Bomb, but Zor did find Slarret there. Saved everyone from the Diva Bomb, but it wasn't enough. And, okay. I think Centurions have won.
Oh, no. Simmons managed to defend.
Yeah, they managed to. They won the fight. That team fight.
That team fight. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, we can breathe.
I knew you meant.
And we burnt like a minute and a half off with that one team fight.
That was a minute and a half fight though. It just went on and on. AGSB were like, we can win this. We've lost somebody. Oh, we can still win this.
And if you do that again, burn off another minute and a half in a team fight, this is going to go to a draw. Because we only have 1:45 left.
Go to a draw. I mean, there's no ults in this fight, so this is going to be just target priority. Stick.
Oh, 2 DPS have gone down from either side. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. 5v5. But unfortunately, big spawn advantage for the defending team. So attackers might need to back out a little bit. I don't think they're going to. I think they're just going to keep pushing. Papa Binks gets nearly main healer gone down. And the beat comes out from Monkey as well. Defensive on your team there. Here we go. Monkey tickling. He's nearly got his primal range. Oh, he got it, but he got popped down right at the last second here. Simmons are holding this really well again.
It was nice. And Perkio was just farming Pulse Bomb.
And we've got one more minute.
In that little alley behind the point, just farming it off of the tanks who were trying to get a kill, I think, onto Slayer. And again, the healer's doing a fantastic job of keeping Slayer alive to get a primal. Slayer's not going to have it for this next one. An early, I don't know about that.
Weird bomb there. But, the EMP is going to come out. They need to stop that from happening. Otherwise, that is probably going to be the team fight over. Moose trying to hide. He's got that dead eye. He needs to get a pick with it or keep them off the point with it one way or the other.
He needs to be aggressive. Simmons needs to be aggressive because EMP is going to come in. They need to get a pick or two now because we've got about 20 seconds or so left.
Diva's gone out the mech though. We need to get that back really quickly. Otherwise we can't push in. You can't push in with Baby Diva. It's as good as pushing in 5v6. Oh, Papa Binks waiting. Buying his time. He's going to come with the big EMP. This is going to be a crazy last fight. I am here for it. There we go. EMP. Fights for them. Papa Binks goes down. But
Sad Life for double.
Sad Life gets 2. And we get to the 2, we get the break and the victory as well. Starlight taking down the Diva. Oh, the Death Blossom comes out. And I think that's going to be the flip. That's going to be AGSB.
That's it.
You're champions.
AGSB.
AGSB. Congratulations. Division 2 champions. 3-0. Congratulations, guys. That was incredible.
Fantastic play from both teams. Simmons, you put up an amazing fight. I think we're going to go down to the stage in a second because we're going to be handing over the cup. But I think you'll join me in giving Simmons a fantastic round of applause, please, because they did a fantastic job. Don't be sad. That was fantastic. Well done.
Yeah, congratulations, Simmons. Like I say, it's 3-0 on paper, but what a fight.
That was close. That was fantastic.
That was a brilliant fight, backwards and forwards. Like I said, I could not call it until the last minute. Both teams brilliant today. And the Division 2 brackets continue to be 3-0 all the way.
Yeah, but again, you said it on paper. Yeah, but AGSB, they 3-0'd every one of their opponents. But Centurions, I think, put up the strongest fight out of all their matches.
Yeah, brilliant fight from them. I don't think they can be disappointed with that attempt at all. Obviously, the win didn't come through to them today, but I don't feel like they can be disheartened. They can go away with their heads held high, and I'm sure next time they will come back stronger than ever.
No, definitely. I mean, Simmons, if they're going to be starting next season, I think they're going to be a Division 1 team to watch out for. Never mind Division 2. Again, Division 2 is a fantastic achievement from both teams. And Simmons, don't walk away thinking, like, yes, you're going to be a little bit disappointed, but some of those fights, some of those maps were super close. Just one or two things slightly differently.
Yeah, I mean, we've just been watching top quality Overwatch here. I don't know how better to describe it. It's been absolutely brilliant. Simmons and AGSB. Obviously, AGSB have been fantastic, phenomenal throughout this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I've said about Simmons going up to Division 1. AGSB are going to be a definite Division 1 team next season.
And I think they're both going to be real contenders as well.
Both
I think we'll see them in the brackets of the
I think
the
definitely.
As well.
A rematch, grudge match for next season.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, guys. Make it happen. We will be going back to the stage in just a little bit to present the awards there, but yeah, great match from both teams. And if that's anything to go by, I'm so looking forward to our Division 1.
Yeah, definitely. That's coming up soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon anyway.
Yeah.
Remember when this was meant to start. But yeah, totally great match, guys. The Farah from Moose, absolutely top tier. That was probably one of my highlights on that first map, just pinging them down there. Really enjoyed that. But then HSB, they still took it.
Yeah, I mean, Moose and Nini, fantastic combos. I mean, their Ana play, we'd said again at the beginning of Hollywood that healers don't get enough shout out for them.
Yeah.
But their anti-nades were fantastic, and that was definitely a big part of them nearly winning the fight or winning Hollywood. A huge hold, almost full held. So fantastic play from Nini. But yeah, if we're talking about potential MVPs before we announce the MVP, Papa Binks versus Moose, I think, was a fantastic show.
Yeah, they should 1v1.
1v1.
1v1. I want to see it, guys. Get up onto those PCs and have a shot. Definitely.
Is there 1v1 upstairs?
There should be.
Oh,
I don't think
there
there
should
is, but there definitely should be. I would go watch that. Definitely. But yeah, the DPS matchups today were really strong. I don't think we said enough about the tanks though.
No, yeah, I mean tanks from both. I mean Sad Life, I think I highlighted at the start that he fantastic diva play, but both divas were really well, shutting down the barrages especially. I mean they shut down both Moose's and Papa Binks' barrages on Nepal, on Hollywood, and again there just to negate the amount of damage it does. But I think Papa Binks just got away a little bit, possibly with the comp. I think the Echo contributed a little bit to the extra damage that was being able to be pumped out by AGSB.
Yeah. Also, both teams like knowing when to make those switch ups today. You're having a problem, you deal with it.
Yeah.
You don't just keep running the same thing over and over again. Oh, this isn't working, but I'll keep doing it. No.
Yeah, and potentially that might have been a little bit of a barrier for Simmons, because AGSB you saw a couple of times on Hollywood and on Anubis. I remember the map there. That they just went, right, we might have an ult or two in the bank, but it's not going to work. We're probably not going to win the fight. So let's just go back. We'll reset. It's fine. We know we can win this fight. And they did, and they came back, and that kind of showed a little bit about the communication and how much they've worked on the different comps that they've been able to play, both in the warm-up games and the matches that we had in the playoffs so far.
Yeah, I do also like the fact that we can't deal with a Farah with a hit scan, so we'll just go flying heroes as well and chase you out the sky.
Yeah.
We'll go Echo and Farah ourselves.
I mean, both Farahs were hitting some crazy mid-air direct shots.
Absolutely. So you don't have to hit directly, but it definitely helps. Yeah, the splash damage from Farah is really good as well, though.
Yeah, and I think that was just a little bit of a problem for Simmons. They were just getting splashed a little bit with the Echo, in addition to that. With Percio as well, was doing fantastically. So yeah, Simmons was fantastic.
Yeah, both teams fantastic today. You say Simmons, go away with your head held high today. You've got nothing to worry about. Absolutely top tier team, and we really enjoyed watching you play.
Yeah. So AGSB are your champions.
Yeah, let's throw it over to the main stage now and present that trophy. Here you go, Jasmine. Let's go.
Thank you very much, guys. That was a very exciting game to watch. It's a pleasure to be back. Congratulations once again to our Division 2 winners, AGSB. Do you guys want to come on up onto stage, please? Let's get some claps for them. Come on. I'll shuffle all the way down. Lots of players. Okay, I have a quick question. Which one of you is I like Doritos? That is not me saying I actually like Doritos. That's one of you guys. So, okay, here you go. This one's for you, sir. I just want you to generally tell us how are you feeling? How does it feel to be here? How do you feel the games went?
Probably tired's the first word that comes to mind after that game, but honestly, it just feels great because it just shows how much hard work we put in as a team over the past 7 months. It doesn't feel like so long ago we were just getting rolled in scrims every day and it was so hard, but everyone's really just put a shift in and really worked hard for this. I think it's just a testament, it's to show how hard the team has worked over these past few months.
And how have you guys found the journey so far? Has it been good fun for all of you, or has it been stressful at times?
Stressful at times is definitely the best thing, just cramming scrims in every day for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I think, again, it's just that everyone has played so well. I'm so proud of the whole team because everyone's just come through and done their bit. And I hope that's really showed on stage today.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys have done amazing. So congratulations once again to your Division 2 Overwatch winners, AGSB. You guys can go on ahead and pick up your trophy. some more in-depth interviews elsewhere. So if I can shuffle you guys off for some more in-depth interviews, we will be back very, very soon. And I'm gonna throw it over to Servitude and Susie to break it down for you guys and decide who the MVP of that match was.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. I like Doritos. Well said. They've put in the time, they've put in the effort, and they've come away with a win today. Not just for a match, not just for a bracket, not just for semi-finals, for grand finals for
Grand
Division 2.
Champions.
Well done, AGSB.
And that's it. You've got to put the hard work in, especially in a team game like that. You know, it's not just one player; it's the whole team.
Yeah.
Which makes it very difficult to pick an MVP.
Yeah, I mean we've said Pepper Binks and Sad Life maybe. I'm gonna throw him in there. Nini, Fungi was fantastic on the poll. I think
God,
they probably maybe got the second most kills with a couple of boops and the follow-up kills.
I mean, I've got my idea. but-
You've got your idea.
I got my idea.
Your idea. Go on, you
Do you want
show
my- do
me.
you want my
Go on,
idea?
you do yours, and then I'm gonna
So,
think a second.
I just loved Moose versus Papa Binks, so I think Papa Binks is going to probably be my pick there because you know the DPS fight. I know we say we don't give enough perks to the tanks and the healers, and you know you see the big DPS play like DPS so cool, but that actually was really cool between Moose and Papa Binks there, backwards and forwards. And like I say, you did not know who was going to come out on top of that, but it was Papa Binks at the end of the day, and he made those changes as well. Hang on, I can't take down this Pharaoh with McCree. Let me go Farah. See how that works out.
You think you got good Farah? But I mean, I don't want to say that Percio and I think it was Zav. Is it Zav? Am I saying that right?
Zol.
Zor. Yeah. I mean, they had fantastic games as well. I mean, Zor almost carried that first round of
Everybody
of the
had
I mean,
a
they all
fantastic
had
game. It was
fantastic.
amazing.
Yeah. So MVP, I'm gonna go. Well, I'm gonna have to go Papa Binks. But shout out for Sad Life. Shout out for Nini. Fantastic nades.
Great
Shout out for
healing.
Fungi. Just everybody. Everybody had a little bit of a highlight moment there. But yeah, I do agree. It was the Papa Binks versus
Moose.
Moose. The Moose show a little bit. But yeah, Papa Binks.
Yeah.
Papa Binks MVP. Papa Binks MVP.
Well deserved, guys, but well deserved to everybody. Like it was difficult to call.
Yeah.
Like and what has to say who else called the winner?
Yeah.
And Watson as well, who I'm sure will
Yeah.
have a moment to gloat. But it was difficult to call at the beginning. Like I say, every team has gone 3-0 all the way through this bracket. Another 3-0, but like I say, on paper, 3-0 does not do justice to what we've just seen today.
No, and I think you guys in the audience and you guys at home will say the same. You know, they were very close games. Simmons did a fantastic job. AGSB just did it ever so slightly better. That doesn't mean that Simmons are a worse team. They just mean today they got beat. That's how it works. So you've got to have a winner.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
That's where the game goes, unfortunately. But yeah, I can't wait to see these teams again, hopefully next year as well. But obviously, with it being schools and colleges, people grow out of college and school, so we could have different people next time. And that's, I think, the most exciting part of this tournament is, you know, it's these young talents who are coming up through the ranks. And I always say it, one day we might see some of these guys on like the pro stage, Overwatch League, World
Maybe.
Championships.
Maybe. Well, I mean, for some of the play that I've seen today, you know, that's definitely contenders level stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But definitely, Papa Binks is our MVP. But we are going to throw it over now to Waxon, who's got some in-depth interview for you. And remember, he picked AGSB as well. Waxon, take it away.
Waxon, I love you.